So hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Now we are studying a real number, but we are studying real number for so long time. But how does this real number came in this world? From where does this real number came? So real number came from here. If you know this one, then only you can know what is real number. But before saying this one, we have to learn this one. So what is natural number? All any counting numbers have a natural number. Let's say how many markers are there, how many pens are there, how many t-shirts are there, how many caps are there. All counting numbers are called real numbers. Sorry, natural numbers. Okay, we understood what is natural number. But what is whole number? Whole number is 0 plus natural number. Why does this concept of whole number came? Because in ancient time, we are not having the concept of subtraction at that time. We are only having the concept of addition or giving something, but not subtraction. Let's say I am having 5 markers, but if I give 5 markers to someone else, how many markers will I have? 0 marker. I mean, that means no marker. But the concept of 0 was not there at that time. So the Indian mathematician or Indian saint, Sri Aryabhatta, has introduced the concept of 0. From there, the concept of 0 came and whole number arises. Okay, we know 0, we know natural number. But what is integer? What is integer? Integer is the inverse or reciprocal of natural number. I am having 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 I am having. Integer means 1, 2, 3, 4 I am having. It is negative of the natural number. It is -1, -2, -3, this one. Okay. Are you getting my point? Let's say this is a number line and in between there is a 0. Then in this side we will be having the positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in this side we will be having the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Are you getting my point? That is the integer number. Okay. Now what is rational number? Okay. I know, let's say two integer number, let's say 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Now, how many numbers are there between 1 and 2? Can you think? Can you find? How many numbers are there between 1 and 2? I think I can find. Wait, let me show you something. Let's say 1 and 2. How many numbers are there between 1 and 2? How can you find? 1 plus 2 divided by 2. That is 1.5. So 1.5 lies in between 1 and 2. Is there any number between 1 and 1.5? How will you do? 1 plus 1.5 divided by 2, it is 2.5 divided by 2, that is 1.25. Okay, another number came. So by this way, actually this is called a density property of density property of rational numbers. Okay, so by using this trick or this way, we can find infinite number of what? Rational numbers. By this way, we can find infinite number of rational numbers. Okay, we have got rational number, but what is rational number? We know what is natural number, whole number, integer, but what is rational number? Wait, don't cry. I'm going to say. Actually, rational number is nothing just a P by Q format. Okay, rational number is nothing just, it's the P by Q format where Q cannot be equal to 0. In rational number, the denominator Q cannot be equal to 0. If the denominator Q is equal to 0, then we will be getting undefined. Okay, anything divided by 0 is undefined. Later on in class 11, when you are going to use limit concept, you are going to get many things. But don't go there now. Come here. So if Q is 0, then it is not a rational number. Okay, and P and Q are integers. Either it will be positive integers or negative integers. Okay, so these are rational numbers. But 2 is a rational number. Okay, 3 is a rational number. Okay, 2 square, 3 square, that is 4 is a rational number. 9 is a rational number. But my question is, what is 2 to the power half? What is 3 to the power half? Are you getting my point? Let me rub and say. What is root 2, root 3, and so on. What are these? Root 2, root 3 and so on. Are these natural number, whole number, integer, rational number? No, these are nothing. Is root 2 a integer? If you find the square root of root 2, it will be 1.414 and it will just continue. It will not terminate. It will not terminate. Understood? Now, before saying this one, let me give you a concept of terminating and non-terminating, repeating and non-repeating. Okay, come. So, what is terminating numbers? Let's say a rational number is being given. Let's say a rational number is given. We are going to find whether that rational number is terminating or not. Question mark. Whether the given rational number is terminating number or not. So how we are going to understand this one? If let's say P by Q, this rational number is in the form of P by Q. Okay, let me write the Q properly. P by Q. Now, in the expansion of Q, in the expansion and prime factor expansion, prime factorization expansion, if Q is having factors like 2, 5, then it will be terminating. Factors like 2 and 5? No. Factors like 2 and 5. 2 and 5 both should be present. Okay. Understood. If there are 2 2's, no problem. At least 1 2 and 1 5 should be present, should be there. If at least 1 2 or 1 5 is there, then it will be easily terminating. But in some cases, if you are having only 2 or only 5, then also it becomes terminating. Okay. But the main fact is 2 and 5 should be present. Understood? Then it will be terminating. But I guess this topic has been deleted from the syllabus. But still I am giving you some hint related to this one. If you see the RSI or NCERT additional or any other sample paper, you may find, not sure about this one. Okay, you may find some problems. Okay. Now let's come in that root 2 one. Now my question is, what is root 2? Rational, irrational, real, what? Root 2 is irrational number. Understood? Keep in mind, root 2 is an irrational number. Similarly, root 3, root 5 and so on. These all are irrational numbers. Okay. Now, what type of question are going to come in boards from these topics? They may ask, show that root 2 is an irrational number. You have to show or you have to prove that root 2 is an irrational number. So how you are going to do this? You are going to do this by a method called method of contradiction. Okay. What is method of contradiction? Let's say what they have said. Show that root 2 is an irrational number. We will consider let root 2 is a rational number. We will not say that root 2 is irrational. We will say let root 2 is a rational number. By saying root 2 is a rational number, we are going to prove that it doesn't follow the condition of rational number. That means it is irrational number. Are you getting my point? This is called a method of contradiction. Okay. So let's do this one. Listen to me. I want to say some extra points on rational number. We know rational number is P by Q format. But point number 1, P and Q should be integer. Okay, this is a simple point, but the next point is very important. Listen to me very carefully. The next point is P and Q. This is the most important point of rational numbers. Okay, P and Q should be prime to each other. Understood? Should be prime to each other. Means co-prime numbers. P and Q should be co-prime numbers. That means co-prime numbers. And the third point is q not equal to 0. You know this one. But the second point is the most important point. This one, p and q should be prime to each other or co-prime. Thus, what is co-prime? What is co-prime? Co-prime is nothing just two numbers having common factor as 1. Let's say this is a one number and this is a number. We can find the prime factorization of these two numbers. Okay. Then these two numbers will be having one as its common factors. No other factors will be common to both of these numbers. Understood this one? Let's say 8 by 9. This is a rational number. Okay. Q not equal to 0. Okay. And P and Q are prime to each other. What are the factors of 8? 2 into 2 into 2. These are the factors. Sorry. 2 into 2 into 2. What are the factors of 9? Into 1. Okay. 9. 3 into 3 into 1. What are the common factors? These are the factors. Now what are the common factors? See. Only 1 is the common factors. This means 8 and 9 are co-prime numbers. Also this one. So we have to keep in mind this one. So if you can keep in mind these points, then you can easily prove those irrational problems. Understood? What are irrationals? You are telling, listen, I am telling those are irrational problems. But which number will be irrational? Every prime number will be irrational. Square root of every prime number. Understood this one? Square root of every prime number is irrational number. Understood this one? That means 2. We are dealing with a 2. 2 is a prime number. 3 is a prime number. 4 is not a prime number, it's composite number. 5. Yes, 5 is a prime number. That means square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5. These are what? Irrational numbers. And so on. It will go. It will continue. Okay. That means these are the irrational numbers. Now we have to prove that root 2 is a irrational number. We have to prove this one that root 2 is a irrational number. How we are going to prove it? We are going to prove it by the method of contradiction. The question will be like, show that root 2 is an irrational number. So how we are going to do this one? By the method of contradiction. That is, let us assume that root 2 is a rational number. Okay. If you can say root 2 is a rational number, then let me split the board into two parts. Then root 2 is equal to P by Q. Okay. If you say root 2 is a rational number, then all rational number can be written in the P by Q format, and we have written this one. Okay. Now squaring both sides. On squaring both sides, root 2 whole square is equal to P by Q whole square. Okay. 2 is equal to P square divided by Q square. Okay. P square is equal to 2Q square. Understood? Have you understood up to this part? If you have understood up to this part, then the real part is coming. And listen to me carefully. Okay. P is equal to 2Q into Q square. Understood? We can write P square is equal to 2 into Q square. What does this means? P square is equal to 2 into Q square. This means P square is a even number. What? Yes. P square is equal to 2 into Q square. The value of p square is 2 into q square. It is having 2 in the front. That means any number that is having 2, any number that is in the multiple of 2 is an even number. If we divide this number by 2, we will be getting a whole number. Okay, that means 2q square is an even number. If 2q square is an even number, 2q square is equal to p square, then p square is an even number. Answer this one. That means wait a moment. That means p square is even. Now, in class 8, you have already read square of an even number is always even. Remember that one? Let's say p square is an even number. Let's say in square that is even. Let's say 16. 16 is an even number, and we can write 16 as 4 square. So if you do square root and square root, what you will get? We will get 4, and 4 is also even number. Are you getting my point? I have told 16. If we do root over 16, then we will get 4. This one is an even number. This 4, this is also even number. That means square of an even number is an even number. Understood this one? So since p square is an even number, that means p is an even number. Understood this point? Have you understood this point? Tell me everyone. Have you understood this point? If you have understood this point, half of the problem is already done. Then do one thing. Give this one as point number 1. Okay. Give this one as point number 1. Done? Now we have to again let something. Let me rub this one again. Now what we are going to let? We have to find p, so we are going to let p. Okay, let p is equal to 2a. Okay, it's from our mind. Let p is equal to 2a. Actually, if you want to prove this one, you have to do it exactly in the same way. Either you just learn it or try it. It's up to you how you will learn, but you have to learn this one. Understood? So let p is equal to 2a. Then put the value of this one in this one. Sorry, b square. Put the value of p in this equation. What we will get? 2a whole square is equal to 2q square. That means 4a square is equal to 2q square. That means 2a square is equal to q square. Similarly, by the previous concept, 2a square, this means 2a is even number, 2a square is even number, 2a is equal to q square. That means q square is an even number. Are you getting my point? That means q square is even. If q square is even, then we can easily say q is also even number. Are you getting my point? We have found here p is even number. We have found here q is even number. Understood this one? Let me rub and say this one. What we have got? We have got p is even. We have got q is even. We are having p by q. This one is a what? Rational number. And we have got p is even, q is even. Hey! Are you following this one? P is even, Q is even. That means P by Q will be getting 2 into something, 2 into something. Are you getting my point? Since P is even, if it is even number, we can easily write 2 into something. We can easily write that even number as 2 into something. Understood this one? It means p is equal to 2 into something, q is equal to 2 into something. That means we are getting a common factor, that is 2. But this contradicts the fact we have already assumed that P by Q is a rational number, and if it is a rational number, then P and Q should be co-prime number. That means it must have only one as its common factors. But we are getting 2 here. We are also getting 2 as its common factor. Since it doesn't matches with our assumption, that means our assumption is wrong. So by the method of contradiction, we can say that our assumption that root 2 is a rational number is false. Hence, root 2 is a irrational numbers. Okay, understood this one? Done? Done everyone? Thank you everyone. Hope you all are doing good. Now bye bye.